During the come up, if you're trying to build a business, during the come up, you are going to experience a lot of shit. Imagine that. I was working as a personal trainer at LA Fitness, only had 4 clients. I was working at Disneyland as a fry cook. I was working as a bouncer at Oz Gay Club. The 4th gig that I had was I'd started a website called TotalMuscle.com. And TotalMuscle.com was, as far as I know, could have been the very first online supplement store. I know now we've got TrueLean, and TrueLean's rocking, but there's also paid ads and influencers and social media and all this stuff. Imagine 1997, 1998, I create TotalMuscle.com. I think it cost me like I pieced together 3 credit cards to spend 20 grand to make this shitty website. And there was no way to market. And so my means for marketing TotalMuscle.com, I would go on AOL dial-up and I would search for AOL members that were athletes or into bodybuilding or powerlifting. But my whole marketing strategy was every night when I would get home, I would go on America Online, I would look at profiles, and then I would email them. Hey, my name is Bedros. I have a website called TotalMuscle.com. If you're looking for a creatine, if you're looking for protein, if you're looking for pre-workout or fat burners, we've got it all. My goal was to send out 250 emails a night. And the way I did it was I would start it from the West Coast and work my way. So I was like, I'd start at California and I was going to work my way across the country. But again, I've never made profit from it. 40% of the time I had fraudulent orders. The rest of the time shit would expire and so I'd have to throw them away. And that is how I ended up homeless for a period of 90 days because I used the last amount of money that I had, which was going to be my rent money. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm on a roll. Orders are picking up. I'm just going to keep pumping out 250 emails a night. Things didn't pan out like I wanted and they evicted me. So I lived in my 79 Toyota pickup for a period of about 3 months. It wasn't bad because Southern California is beautiful and I worked at a gym, LA Fitness, so I had access to showers and everything. And there I was. I had 4 gigs, TotalMuscle.com, Oz, the Gay Club, Disneyland as a fry cook, and then LA Fitness, 2 LA Fitnesses, La Habra and Fountain Valley, working as a personal trainer, all at the same time. Thankfully, one of those 4 personal training clients was Jim Franco. And one day I was complaining to Jim Franco on a Monday morning, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, man. I can't seem to get clients. All these people are fat walking around the gym and I can't seem to get clients. And he goes, you know why you can't get clients? I go, why? He goes, because you don't know how to sell. You're an order taker. I'm like, what do you mean I'm an order taker? What does that mean? He goes, you know, someone goes to the restaurant, they're hungry. They're already gonna eat. The waitress, she's just gonna take their order. She's an order taker. Now, if she's good at selling, she could upsell you on drinks and cocktails and dessert. And if she had great personality and is enthusiastic and really delivers great service, she can also beef up her tip. But otherwise, she's an order taker. I'm like, shit. He goes, so you're no different than her. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, well, I sold you 6 months of personal training, man. You come here 3 times a week. He goes, you didn't sell me that. You just filled out the paperwork. I came in here looking for a personal trainer to work with 3 times a week. And I wanted to hire someone for 6 months. And everyone said that you were the best personal trainer here in this gym. I was like, damn, you're right. So I was like, well, then what do I do, Jim? And he goes, you want to know what you need to do? You need to learn how to sell. And the next day he shows up with 3 books. And I read Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, Tom Hopkins in the order that he gave me, listened to a whole bunch of Brian Tracy cassette tapes in the months that followed, started selling like no one's business. Like I was selling 12-month packages, $4,000, $5,000 packages. I ended up quitting Oz. I ended up then quitting Disneyland because I was working full time. And when Jim Franco saw that I was all of a sudden working full time as a personal trainer, I told Jim, I said, man, like my schedule's packed. I'm packed. This is great. I appreciate you for teaching me this. I go, the next thing is I need to open up my own personal training studio. He goes, well, how much money do you need? Probably $55,000. He goes, cool. Do you need a business partner? I go, I guess. Are you going to loan me money? He goes, sure. So he loaned me the $55,000 for 8% interest. He was my 50-50 business partner in Premier Results, my first personal training studio. I paid him back all that money at 8% interest, and the agreement was that he'd still be my 50-50 business partner. When I learned the skill and he saw that I used the skills that he handed me in those books, he was willing to then be my money man, allowed me to leverage his money in exchange for starting a business. And then he's like, hey, now that we're 50-50 business partners, you know, it's only you and your personal training studio. You're just trading time for dollars. Why don't you get some other personal trainers and start scaling your business? And I had never heard the term scaling a business because up until that point, I was always trading my time for dollars. And so before you know it, I hired a 2nd trainer, 3rd trainer, 4th trainer. And at one point, but my first location of Premier Results, the one that I had Jim as my business partner, we had 11 personal trainers working for me, some part-time, some full-time. All I did was the sales, and then I would hand off the client to the personal trainer, and we were doing about $75,000 a month in revenue with about 25% profit margins. And of course, once I saw that happening, I was like, Jim, I think I'm gonna open up location 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do you wanna be my business partner? He's like, nope, the rest is all you, man. I've taught you everything you need to know. And so I opened up more locations on my own, and that became the catalyst of me becoming an entrepreneur, of me learning scale and structure and a good product and bringing in the right people and using the right processes to be able to create wealth and not just make money.